All right, this is part two of the daily market review for PreciseAlgorithmTrading.com on Wednesday, July 12th, 2023. I had a little technical problem there, so we'll dive right in here where I was leaving off. The StockCharts.com, the bullish percent indexes. Um, you can Google how StockCharts.com uses bullish percent indexes. I go through it from time to time, but we're just going to buzz through this real quick. The Dow Jones Industrials didn't move today. The NYA tacked on a new X to the upside and up 4.68%. The transports, way up here in the nosebleed section, has nowhere else to go. It's at 100% long, 100% on bullish percent buy signals. The Nasdaq up by 2.18% today. The SPX tacked on two new X's today. That's a big move. Up 4.21%. The OEX, which is the S&P 100, up by 1.59% today. And the NDX tacks on two X's. And this is a new point and figure buy signal. Yeah, and absolutely, because it was on a point and figure sell signal. I'm going to highlight this. This was a point and figure sell signal when that column of O's exceeded that column of O's to the downside. And then it reversed to a column of X's, and it becomes a point and figure buy signal there. Went out a little too far there when this column exceeds that column to the upside. You can see we actually had a point and figure buy signal when this happened, and then it reversed to O's, but it didn't turn into a point and figure sell signal. And then we got a new point and figure buy signal, even though we're already in one. And then we got a point and figure sell signal. Then we got it. This never turned into a point and figure buy signal in this column. It rolled back over there, and then came back up and became one there. So that's what that is. So we've kind of done this action again, and now we got a point and figure buy signal. So don't want to belabor that, but I do want people to understand how that works. So, and that was the NDX. So let's flip over to our automated trading systems, and I'm going to do some coloring on here too. This is the latest move up, which has been good in the face of what's been rough for a while now. But in the long term, this is a drawdown, and it's just what it is. So we need to get this thing up and going so it can come through up like this, and kind of like what it did way back here. So this drawdown is similar but worse than this one, and that's what's been going on lately. Similar but worse. So, but still, all in all, it's intact. This is the Russell 2000, and this is 111.23 through 712.23. Um, this is the longer term contract, or longer view of it, which is a year's worth of data. And it is just fine in the context of things. Again, this has been sideways to down for a long time now. So was this before we tacked on a new equity peak there. So all we need to do is get that going again. And then this one's been brutal lately. It happens to still be our favorite, but the NASDAQ So yeah, you look at this and then you look at it on the longer term, and it's still, this drawdown right here is worse than any drawdown that's shown on here. Not by a ton, but then I decided to go pull up more data. So this is 7/11 of 22 to 7/12 of 23, so that's a year's worth of data. Well, I pulled the chart back as far as I can get it on my chart. This goes all the way back to May, and it's actually from March until now, March of last year until now. So, and you can see this drawdown all of a sudden isn't unheard of. That drawdown and that drawdown look pretty much the same. So, and what happens after you get a drawdown like this? There's no guarantees, but this is a nice move. Then you have a little drawdown and back and forth. Then this is a nice move, and then the drawdown back and forth. That's a nice move. And that's what we want. So if this thing continues to just, that's a little steep. If that continues to go in that trajectory, we will all be just fine. So wanted to show everybody that and leave with a relative high note, even though that's been kind of a brutal move here lately. So take care, guys, and if you didn't catch the first part, we did 2 videos tonight. Have a great night.